Hello guys, welcome on Tesla Adventures. In this video, we are discussing about the velocity of various points which are lying on a body which is in the state of pure rolling. So we are considering that there is a ring which is pure rolling on the ground and the center is moving with the velocity of v0 and the ring is rotating about the central axis with an angular velocity of omega. Now we know that for pure rolling, the velocity of point B should be 0 and therefore V0 should be equal to R omega. This we have already discussed before and I will demonstrate it again, that velocity of point B due to translational motion would be V0 because the center is also moving with the velocity of V0, and velocity of point B due to rotational motion will be R omega, and we know that V0 is equal to R omega. Therefore the net velocity of point B will be 0. Now if we discuss about the velocity of point A then let us draw the diagram again. This is the ring and the point A will be having the velocity V0 which is due to the translational motion, as well as R omega which is due to the rotational motion. So it would be 2 V0. Now the center would be moving with the velocity of V0 and the point C will be having a velocity of V0 due to translational motion, like that. See, the velocity due to translational motion is always in the direction of the velocity of the center. So this center is moving with the velocity of V0 in that direction. Therefore, this point C would be having the translational velocity V0 in the same direction. And also, due to the fact that this ring is also rotating about the center with an angular velocity of omega, therefore the velocity of this point C due to rotational motion would be R omega in the downward direction. So the net velocity of point C, Vc, would be equal to root 2 V0 because these two vectors are equal and they are lying at a 90-degree angle. Now this angle would be 45 degree. And now if we talk about the velocity of point D, then due to the translational motion, D would be moving like that, and due to the rotational motion, the velocity of point D would be R omega in this direction. So the net velocity of point D would be like that, Vd, and Vd would be equal to root 2 V0 again, and this angle would be 45 degree. So now if we talk about the velocity of point P which is at this position, so we can see that due to translational motion, P would be moving in this direction, in the direction of center, which is V0, and due to rotational motion, the velocity of point P would be like that, R omega. Now you can see that if we extend this radius, then this angle will be 90 minus theta. Therefore this angle will also be 90 minus theta, and this is 90. So this complete angle will be 180 minus theta. So the resultant velocity of point P will be under root of V0 square plus R omega square. Now R omega is also equal to V0. So this is V0 square plus 2 V0 square cos 180 minus theta. So Vp will be equal to under root of 2 V0 square plus 2 V0 square, and cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So it can be written as minus cos theta. So Vp will be equal to root 2 v naught into under root of 1 minus cos theta, and 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. So this would be 2 v naught sin theta by 2. Okay, so this is the final velocity of point P. Thank you.